In the absolute mass of parts that we've bought in over the years, I'm having a little bit of a shuffle around and a clear out, and I find stuff I've forgotten I had. This is a very special, genuine Land Rover and pinion from Land Rover, genuine product, and it is very unusual, and I'll show you why. It comes in its own beautiful little box, so you can tell this is a quality product, and you do end up tarred and feathered. So in here we have a brand spanking new long nose pinion, but this is the same as a short nose pinion. This is a matched pair that were made for the military so that they could build full size P38 110 short nose centres. And we are going to build this into a very high-end spec. We're going to put a 4-pin centre with a forged cross shaft and tab locked into one of our casings with this crown wheel and pinion. Date's packed 2006. Because it's packed for the military, that's why it's got so much grease on it, as in perfect condition. Absolutely lovely. Now this is a full-size 110 short nose stroke P38 4-pin centre. We've had this tab lock machined. One of the problems with these differentials is people say that these bolts shear off. They do shear off. The reason they shear off is they're a 12.9 grade, and this is a cast steel. So when it's done up to whatever newton meters you fancy, which is normally about 55 newton meters with a FTC 5150 heavy duty 12.9 grade bolt, there's a technical bit out of the way. When you tighten these all up, they're tight to start with, but the serrations on the back of the bolt dig into this and they become loose. And because they're loose, they then start undoing themselves, and then what happens is all becomes a little bit loose and shuffles and shears all the bolts off. By tab locking it, that sorts that problem out. So this is a full-size 4-pin that we're going to tab lock. There is another bonus with this as well. And yes, this is going to have a new bearing put on the end as well. This here is one of our forged cross shaft upgrades. So it means that the 2 crossover pins disappear and a 1-piece forged cross shaft goes in there. Now this is a later, bigger version of what was the long nose version that was out in the 80s. And the problem with that is, although it had a forged cross shaft, it was only 16mm. So this is 18mm. This is going to be a much stronger unit than what was the smaller size unit. New Timken bearing pressed on, started the tab locks with our special bolts that we put in there. So we're about halfway there, and there is the full size 110 short nose diff in a long nose casing. All done dusted. So this is a 3.54 heavy duty 4-pin diff, long nose, so this will fit Range Rovers front, rear, Discovery 1s, Discovery 2s, 90s, etc. with 24 spline. We've upgraded the centre with one of our forged cross pins. It's got a brand new genuine Land Rover crown wheel and pinion, and it's got our full tab lock upgrade as well on the 4-pin centre. What a lovely unit, proper strong, and that 18mm pin really does beef things up a lot. This will be on the website, and we might even build another one because we've got another crown wheel. Here's this one for now.